Primrose Art Lab, Week 4, Makoski Lesson 4. Welcome back. So the title of Lesson 4 is How to Use Shading to Add Volume and Dimension to Shapes. As you can see, the video was recorded on the 1st of March. It's the 6th of May when I'm recording the voiceover. The title of Lesson 4, Use Shading to Add Volume and Dimension. The lesson is 1 hour and 55 minutes long and starts with his usual housekeeping and a recap of week 3. He mentions the tools needed. As you can see, I'm still using the same paper from Tesco and pencils from Ryman's. The actual lesson starts about 11 minutes in. We started with warm-up exercises, which is the little dots that we connect with lines. This is to relax our hands and fingers. He then mentioned a download during this part. I've not checked the download. During this lesson, he explains how shading gives an object volume, and the technique that you use to shade is called hatching. The next exercise, we go back to drawing cylinders. We add cast shadows and shading using the techniques that we learned in week 3. For the third cylinder, I struggled with the curved lines that will actually give it shape or pronounce the shape. I've tried a few times and I've left it in so that you can see how many times I tried to redraw those. I think I got it looking a little bit like it should, but not completely. On the fourth cylinder, we are supposed to use cross-hatching to add the shape, and I failed completely. I could not get my hand or my head around this cross-hatching. Then we go on to draw a sphere. I cheated and used a glass to draw the circle. It's still wonky, but it's gonna have to do. Then we go on to shading. So we add the lines to guide the shading, so as you can see where it has to be darkest, and the lines is where you gradually lighten the shading. I think the shading looks okay, but the cast shadow definitely needed some work. After we drew the sphere, we drew what I suppose would look like a little bit of a still life with various shapes. This is also our homework, which as of May 6th I have not done. We then go back and we draw an outline of our hands. We are supposed to then again, as part of the homework, add the lines of your hands and add any cast shadows that your hand leaves on the paper. I've not done this either. Like I say, I've fallen behind a little bit. I am still going to keep going though. I'm going to go back. I'm just struggling with time management at the moment. I will add them to my blog under a tab called Practice Pages. I try to not use the eraser so that you can see how many times, or rather I will add all the practice pages no matter what they look like. You can see how many fails I've had. Anyway, that's all for week 4. Thank you so much for watching and following along, and hopefully I'll see you next week. Bye for now.